Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit and in the green. Welcome back to Donkey Kong 64, and it is time for us to launch. DK goes high into the heavens as we take on the Barrel Blast course. So I've covered a bit in these past few episodes. I've covered my relationship with water, which is... I like it, I like drinking it. I think we're back at the start. Oh, narrowly missed. So we're going to have to launch through this a bit because this is connected to DK's last 2 bananas. Gloomy Galleon is fairly easy to do if you actually work in that sort of cycle. Just get our aim right. If we're able to sort of do things methodically, we get through quite a lot. Oh no! Don't think DK's happy about being launched everywhere. Now we here. It's just delayed by a little bit. I just need to press it a little bit earlier because I've pretty much missed at the same spot each time. Really wish we didn't have to go through the blasted cutscenes all over again. Interesting red sky though. Is this the evening? Right, patience. Oh, don't tell me I went back to the... I have to go up here, don't I? This is where it starts getting super fiddly. Go here. Oh, too low, too low, too low. So yeah, the Barrel Blast course is actually starting to get a bit fiddlier from here because you'll wind up with loops and backtracking, along with the cutscenes that keep repeating. I was going to say, is this sky the red of the night, which is Shepherd's Delight, or is it the red sky of morning, which is Shepherd's Warning? Whatever it is, we're going back on a bit of a loop. Wait! Fire! Squared that up nicely. Now, I think there's another one I have to try and get to. There's that one. Why did I... That's the one. And there we are. Finally got there. That frees the seal and sets up one of DK's gold bananas, and then we get a race out of it. Now note that the seal swims down, and then we wind up seeing him at the other side. How did he get through there? At least we can banana port around the place. But, with everything done, we just need to get that race, and DK is... Well, we do need to get DK's Kasplat. But that's not too hard to do. We just have to go into the treasure caves after this. Do we get a gold banana for this? Or is it just racing him? No, that's right, it's Diddy and Lanky. So yeah, we do. Sorry, I skipped his dialogue out of habit. And then swimming made me skip it again. So, one more. We have to win another race. 87, frequently known as the devil's number in Australian cricket because it's 13 away from a century. Interestingly enough, as far as dismissals go, more Australians have been dismissed on 99, one run short of a century, than have been on 87, despite all the superstitions. it's interesting to note that the most famous one, perhaps the most famous one of these, Shane Warne, was dismissed on 99 off what would ultimately be proven on replays to be a no ball, which is a dismissal, which is a delivery that doesn't count as like illegal delivery. It's how would I put it in baseball terms? I don't know if there is actually a matching baseball term for something like that. But basically, sort of denied the test, denied the maiden test 100 because of that little error in the umpiring, but it did give Warne an interesting record. He holds the record for the most runs without a test century. All right. Oh, we actually won. That was close. Probably should be concentrating and not talking about cricket because nobody outside the Commonwealth really worries about that. Or I be shamed. It be a long while since I lost, matey. But ye shall have my loot. Now, I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't go with booty. I mean, this is rare after all. They probably would have snuck something subtle in there. Anyway, that mostly wraps things up for DK. We do need to get, I believe, a banana port for him. So, probably best if I switch over to Diddy, who has a bit of work to do from now on. We'll have to go back into the treasure cave, and then we have to deal with the mechanical fish. Yeah, Test cricket probably doesn't hold much interest for people outside the Commonwealth. Those countries connected to the British Empire of old that still wind up playing cricket. Not all of them do, though. That much is worth noting. Some of them don't really, and some of them don't, but a few of them along the way do play cricket. That's rude! I was trying to jump, but unfortunately didn't make it in time. Anyway, we'll get up here and we'll continue on our merry way with Diddy. We will be able to get that banana port that will allow us to access DK's Kasplat. What's this one? Ah, Stealthy Snoop. So yeah, it's an interesting sport, but there is of course a bit of a problem with some things. Like, I refuse to let anybody who likes Test cricket... Ooh, that was an unfortunate double back. I spun around on the spot and spun backwards into the light. Now, which way... Alright, so lesson learned. Commit to the action. Don't double back. It's twice I've doubled back, twice I've been caught. Or do I want to sneak past him this way? Okay, you gonna turn around? Probably at the most inopportune time. Probably should have been caught then now. Oh, that's a dead end. Alright, so we're looking to go the other way. But yeah, as I was saying, I like soccer and I like cricket, but I refuse to let anybody who likes Test cricket call soccer boring. Because Test matches can go for 5 days without a result. 90 minutes without a defined result isn't that bad. It's mostly sort of only from the perspective of American sport, which seems to have a pathological hatred of draws. Now, it's over this way if I remember correctly. It's not over this way. Oh, no! Just... Alright, so yeah. Anybody who can enjoy a game that basically results in you sitting on your backside for 5 days watching a draw doesn't have any right to call anything else boring as far as I'm concerned. But that's just me. It's not that I don't think cricket can be interesting. It can be. That 5-day competition, it should be a great test of endurance and skill and things like that. Ah. Stuck on a wall.
Welcome to bonus stage.
You know what they say, a shortcut is the longest distance between 2 points. But anyway. Basically, I do like both sports. I admit that soccer can be dull, especially given that I'm from a country that essentially developed its own style of football. Australian football, I clumsily tried to mention Jack Dyer early on, the Richmond legend. He didn't turn around the other way. Also, that was not caught.
Welcome to bonus stage.
I thought he was going to turn to the right, so I went to his left, and then he turns to his left. The reason I say that was not caught is because I've actually snuck past that guy from behind with the same level of light previously. Like there. I walked through the spotlight, but... oh well, which way do I have to go? It's this way, isn't it? Ooh, oh yeah, video game stealth. If, like me, you're not very good at it, you second guess yourself too much, it's not fun. Reminds me of the stealth sequence in Wind Waker, which was also very not fun. Way too easy to get yourself caught. See, that one's weird. Sometimes it'll turn to the right, sometimes it'll turn to the left. Or maybe I'm just walking too close to the light hitbox, not being good enough at sneaking, which I believe is actually the most realistic option. So I have to duck around to the side here. Fight the camera for a little bit, wait for you to go off that way, and then I have to decide whether I'm going right or going straight ahead. No! I could see as soon as it diverted and the mind went, okay, let's press the button, and unfortunately, I just warped off to the side. This is getting painful. Very quick double back. Speaking of double back, to shoehorn in a reference, at around not long before the time I'm recording this, Dusty Hill of ZZ Top passed away. Lost quite a lot of legends of the music and entertainment industry over the past few years, and it's pretty sad. Okay. Okay, now I should have got caught. I should have got caught then. Right, let's make this clear. Wait, where's... oh no. Alright, so I don't... do I go straight ahead or... I actually don't remember this one. I mean, I got some good dodges in there, which is really sad that I don't remember this one, because... so the time we have to take for arbitrarily avoiding these guards pretty much winds up screwing us out of getting through the maze. Okay, so basically, once I get past this guy, it's to the right. This way. Oh, there it is. It was to the right after all. Beyonce, when you said to the left, you were lying to me. Well, there we are. That's two bananas for Diddy. Right, well, I know where one of them is. Crumbs. Oh, there's a fourth one. There's obviously a fourth one, but what is it? Because I don't quite remember. I don't quite remember what the fourth one is. We're going to get all of Lanky's bananas, and that's really handy because Lanky is the one who has to find the boss. Whoa! Okay. Rightio. Oh, that went a little bit weird, but yeah, Lanky actually has to fight the boss. And it's a very atypical boss fight because you're actually fighting the boss in a boat. It's a bit of a pain in the backside. Just like the camera. Why did I take it off follow? I think follow is probably a better option. So there we are. 100 bananas for Lanky. Thank you very much. And another bonus barrel.
Welcome to bonus
Searchlight Seek. Basically hunt down the claptrap and shoot it. More animal cruelty. Basically lead your shots and nail a dog in the back of the head. Of course, it does wander around a little bit, so you have to find it, but you time your shot well. And there we are. It didn't take us very long to shoot 4 dogs. And I kind of feel guilty about that. I mean, when you consider that they effectively are dogs, it makes you think, like, why is it happening like that? Why on earth are you effectively shooting what is the Kremlin equivalent of a dog? It's... Well, I suppose they're treated as enemies under most circumstances, but they do, in a sense, almost humanize them a little bit by making them basically pets. I mean, they are K. Rool's guard dogs. But yeah, if you actually stop and think about quite a lot of things in video games, it gets a bit daunting. Oh yeah, Koshas also take off 2 fragments of melon. We do need to go back to the start to get Lanky's Kasplat and a banana for Chunky, which I shall proceed to do. Now, this cannon. That's kind of a homage to the old days of DKC. Notably 2 and 3, when you had to go and get cannonballs to put in cannons with the old Kremlin pirate themes. Now, I probably should note, of course, how the Donkey Kong series has actually handled water levels. There were 4 of them in Donkey Kong Country Original. They were Coral Capers, Clam City, Croctopus Chase, and Poison Pond. They were sort of basically navigate your way through a tunnel, no bonus areas, and you just get to the end, get Kong, and there you are. You go on your merry way. Fairly simple affairs, but beautiful music. Aquatic Ambience is regarded as one of the best tracks in the series. And basically it was a bit of a break, but you had certain little special elements to them. Like Coral Capers was just get used to the water levels. Clam City, you had to dodge Clambos, which shot pearls. Then in in Croctopus Chase, the Croctopus enemy, which usually travelled on a set path, would follow you, and you had to avoid them. And Poison Pond was full of minces. Basically, think spiked tyres that chased you around on set paths as well, but they didn't follow you like the Croctopus did. Poison Pond also had a green background rather than the blue one, reflecting the fact that the water was pretty much polluted. Now... we can get some bananas for Chunky, and we'll need to get that cannon in there. There weren't true water levels per se when it came to Donkey Kong Country 2. Rather, you had the ship hold levels, which were, well, they were interesting ones. You did have an exploding cannonball. You had a bit of swimming, but there was also some on land platforming, and then there was also... there was also one level which basically had you cooling down lava that was somehow in a ship hold. Don't ask how. Well, I mean, ask how because you had to get a seal. You had to get Clapper the seal to sort of cool everything down. But don't ask how the lava got into the ship hold in the first place. We have 6 shots to hit 3 targets, and it's... Z to shoot. You'll load in more targets, and each time we fail this, we have to go and... surprised that counted. Each time we fail this, we have to go and get the cannonball all over again. From downtown! Once again, I have to give up my Stormtrooper school credentials. Blah. But yeah, so you didn't have true water levels per se, but there was some swimming involved in those levels. Some ice levels had swimming as well, such as Arctic Abyss. Most water levels in DKC2 also involved On Guard. Well, I mean the original DKC. On Guard would pop up, but swimming-based levels had bonus barrels in Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3. You had proper water levels with a few gimmicks along the way in DKC 2 and 3, but because of the way everything ended and the fact the coin had to show up, you also had to wind up basically going into a cave at the end of the water levels so that you could get coin and finish the level pretty much normally. So our pirate ship, cruising along over there, very slowly. What on earth? There's the mechanical fish, but what on earth is Diddy's other banana? Oh, that's it. Into the hold we go. And we get shot probably quite a lot. But even as that lurches around... these are kind of forgiving with their hit physics. 1 gold banana and then we get seasick. Which is actually kind of funny, but what's not funny is that our controls are reversed. Chunky gets to stumble around like he's drunk. Chunky get into tot of rum. Chunky wonder why rum gone. Oof, I've been taught. Whoa! Oh, okay, now we're doing donuts. Chunky definitely realized rum gone because of Chunky. Okay, a little bit worse for wear. Let's actually take a look at our totals. Chunky's got his... Alright, that's good. That's very good. Only DK does not have the blueprint, but we do have pretty much all the banana medals. Where is the nearest tag barrel? Underwater some. No, it's over at Snides. So we need Diddy for the last few things, and then I can go and take on the boss. I think that on-guard door just leads to some stuff for Lanky, but we have pretty much everything. It might actually lead to some bananas for some of the other cogs. Okay, so I'll give it a little bit of a breather for now, and then we'll move on in the next one. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, this is Red 2, returning to base.